I've got a web page here with a very basic multiple choice question. As you can see, what is your favorite color? Green, red or blue? And what these are called, these type of choices are called radio buttons. And as you can see, when you click on them, only one can be selected at a time. And if you wanted to, you could press that and send your choice. Okay, the code for that is here. Okay, at the top. This of course goes in the body section of your HTML document. Starts with a question just within paragraph tags. Okay. The main functionality of the radio buttons is in the form. If you just wanted these here for display purposes, not to send any information, you don't need the form tag. Using the form tag, when a form is submitted, it sends the information in the form, in this instance the radio buttons, it sends the information in the form to somewhere you choose. Often forms are used to send information via email. So if that was the case, you would need action equals and then the address to your form to email script. Most web hosts have a form to email script. It's often called form to mail. So if you wanted this information here to be, when the button is pressed, to be sent to you by email, you would have the form tag and then the action equals and wherever your form mail script is. However, let's get rid of the form tag, because in this instance it's just for display purposes. And because this input here, which is a button, input type equals submit, which means submit button, value equals and then the text on the button, as you can see here. Since we're not sending this information, we can also get rid of the submit button. So the main point I wanted to talk you through here is how to set up radio buttons. So as you can see, each radio button starts with a paragraph tag, is within its own paragraph. You may wish to set yours up like that or have them all on the same line. It's up to you. So here's the code for the radio button. Input type equals, in double quotes, radio, and then you have to give your radio button a name, so call it something unique. So let's call it color question, and you've also got to give it a value, so value equals, and it makes sense to give it the same value as the choice, so in this instance green, and there's our text there. So the next one, input type equals radio, name equals color question, value equals red, and the text is red. Input type equals radio, name equals, let's leave as question for now and I'll show you what happens. Value equals blue, checked equals checked, which means this one is selected by default. If we get rid of this for now, okay, and there's our text. So let's save, go back to the page, refresh. Because we got rid of the checked equals checked code, none of them are selected by default. If we go back and add that to the green radio button, checked equals checked, okay, let's save and refresh. So you see this one is selected by default. However, you'll notice if I click here, it changes from this one to this one, but if I click here, this one becomes selected as well. The reason being, because I've given it a different name. If you want if you've got 3 choices and you only want one of them to be selected at any time, you've got to give those 3 choices the same name. So if I change this to the name color question, all 3 options now have the same name, as you can see. So let's save, refresh. So now only one of these at a time can be selected.